Hi, Rob here, and I'm continuing my quest to review every single Marx Brothers movie, and I am now on film number 8 of the popular classic comedy team. The movie that I'm going to be reviewing today is called Room Service, and this movie kind of has a special place in my heart because it was the very first Marx Brothers movie I'd ever seen. As a matter of fact, I was over at my parents' house not too long ago, and I found the old VHS copy I used to watch. This one dates back to 1980. And the plot of the movie is the Marx Brothers are trying to find a backer for a Broadway play they want to put on called Hail and Farewell. Groucho is Gordon Miller, the producer, who is constantly, pulling, sly little tricks on people around him. Chico is the assistant, and Harpo is the brains of the organization. And it shows how organized they are. They are staying at a hotel with their cast, and they are strapped for cash, so they try to find ways to avoid eviction before the show opens, including, phony illnesses, fake suicides, and all other crazy bedlam. And things get a little bit more complicated when the playwright shows up and ends up rooming with the brothers, and the district manager of the hotel also arrives to evict the whole cast. Now, the premise sounds like a perfect fit for the Marx Brothers, but actually it was based on a very successful Broadway play that had opened in 1937, and the movie came out in 1938. It's a fast-paced farce known for a lot of door slamming, mistaken identities, and RKO Pictures bought the rights. And when it came to casting the film, the story is Zeppo Marx, the brother that appeared in their early Paramount movies, negotiated to have his brothers appear in the film. So MGM Studios, where the Marx Brothers were under contract at the time, agreed to loan the brothers out, and of course the script had to kind of be rewritten to accommodate the brothers' characters. Room Service has kind of gotten a bad reputation because the brothers are working from a script not originally written for them, and sometimes it does show, and people complain that there are no musical interludes for Chico and Harpo, but then again, neither did Duck Soup. I liked Room Service, but I agree it is not their best film, but it does have its moments, and I give them credit for experimenting with material not specifically written for them. The film's best moments include an eating sequence after the brothers have been without food for a few hours, Harpo chasing after a turkey in a hotel room, and a lot of battle of wits between Groucho and the hotel district manager. Groucho seems right for his part, and it looks like attempts were made to give him some lines suited for his character, although they may not be as classic as his other stuff.
After all, you can't shake suckers out of your sleeve. Anyhow, I can.
Chico is the sidekick, and Harpo I think gets shafted because the script doesn't allow him to do a lot of his surreal visual humor. He does some here and there, but his role was originally a speaking role on Broadway, and his lines were either dropped or given to Chico. Groucho's energy seems to be back here after losing some of it on Day at the Races. Chico is also good, although his accent disappears here and there. Again, the part was altered for Chico. I definitely think they gave it their all here. The supporting cast I think is top notch. Lucille Ball is in an early role here playing the leading lady in the play that is being put on. Again, she doesn't get to show off the comedic skills she would be known for later, and her character is a little straighter here, but she does get involved in a comedy bit where they have to fool a doctor at the hotel. Ann Miller, who would go on to have a great career in the movies, is attractive and has charm, but her character gets very little to do in the film and plot. The playwright, played by Frank Albertson, I thought was a good standout. He plays Davis as a naive, small-town character who gets forced into the brothers' schemes, and he's a good foil for them.
I hope I'm not intruding. Certainly not. This is Miss Marlowe, who is going to star in your play. This is Mr. Benelli, my assistant, and this is Mr. England, the brains of the organization. That'll give you an idea of the organization.
The most memorable supporting character is the district manager, played by Donald MacBride. He is a blustery character, driven nuts by the brothers as he tries to kick them out of the hotel.
You allow this chiseler to move in. Move in 22 other people. 22 people I can't even find. And now you're Mr. Davis? Huh? Mr. Miller, perhaps? No. Wrong again. Jumping butterballs, people are catching another man. And that makes 23. Must be some mistake. I'll say there is.
People comment on how slow the film is, but I thought it moved at a very good pace, although I think the film did lose some steam at the end after a very energetic beginning, and I agree it's not quite as rapid as some of their other films, including their early Paramount ones. However, most of the movie does take place inside the hotel room, and one of the criticisms, which I do agree with, is that it can get a little bit claustrophobic. There are attempts to have a few scenes take place outside the hotel room and a few other places, but they're mostly pretty brief. Room service may not be duck soup, animal crackers, or even Night at the Opera, but I think it's definitely worth a look for a casual Marx Brothers fan, and I do think that this film is a little bit better than some of their later films. Alright, well that's my review of the Marx Brothers movie, The Room Service, so if you want to leave your thoughts about the movie or about the team themselves, go right ahead and post your thoughts, and thank you very much for watching.